We eagerly arrived in North Dakota. On the first 2 days, we spent majority of our time driving around, glassing, and scouting. On the second night, the unthinkable had happened, as we were glassing from the truck. The curious North Dakota buck came within 25 yards of the truck. As luck would have it, neither of us would have our bows ready outside the truck. That's the way hunting goes sometimes. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. Fortunately enough for us, we were able to watch an amazing North Dakota sunset. Well, we ended up sleeping in again this morning because yet again it rained in the morning quite heavy. So we basically relocated to a different part of South Dakota. Just properties where we were at were pretty tough at accessibility for my dad. He's like 62. So there's a lot of walking in the area that we were in. So we moved to an area where there's a lot more spots that are a little bit more accessible for him. But anyway, we did a bunch of driving around, as we always do. And we found a good area where it looks like there's a lot of deer. We saw a deer crossing the road midday as we were driving and whatnot. And there's a lot of deer beds on this property, surrounded by all sorts of different diversity of egg. And this property is super diverse. We saw a bunch of beds walking in. I got a plum or a cherry tree. I think it's a cherry tree. About to my west, about 10 yards or so. It looks like they might be hitting that. And basically, I just got a bunch of bedding to my east, and not too far from the road tonight, but actually got up a tree in North Dakota. Tough tree to get into. And that's, I guess, the story for you guys. Hopefully we have something come in tonight. First deer of the night just came out, guys. First deer you're seeing from the tree this year. Doe just came out of the cornfield across the street. That was interesting. Coyote started out at the distance, and that creeped her out. She went right in the cover right after they howled. I can't wait to talk to my dad about this one. So there's a clump of trees just to my right here, and I think he set up in that clump. And two does like just popped right up out of there, so he had to be sitting right next to those does the entire time. He had to have one heck of an encounter in there. There's something. He's gonna be jazzed up about getting that close to does. Alright folks, midday here. We've basically just been out scouting here. We've had a real heavy rain, like I said, in the past day or so. And we found some fresh buck tracks right there. That's a good 3-finger track. Another one. This is the only green beans left. It is in this low spot in this field. His track's going right to the field right here. We're just trying to devise a game plan. We think his bedding is right there in that clump of trees. You can see the trail walks right along the transition in this low spot, heading out to the field. It's just one lone track, and that's what we've been looking for. Not looking for a lot of tracks. I could also see him bedded in these cats right here, so we're just trying to think of a setup. That's my dad's really only cover here. We're gonna place him here tonight, because not a lot of cover, but you gotta work with what you got, and it's an east wind, and the deer's here right now, so you got it on him. So we're just trying to develop a plan. This is where he's gonna be tonight, though. Trying to find tracks when there's moisture in the ground. A little bit better view of the track here. Good heavy track. Good head. Look how far that goes down on the dirt. That's for sure. 3.5 inch track. There's another one. They just keep on going. Hopefully my dad can get a shot right there. That's gonna be the view of the buck. With him sitting down, obviously, but going right to those beans. Well, I decided to stay with the truck tonight and let my dad hunt that track that we found of that one buck. It was a really good track. It looked like last 48 hours, if not less. Alright folks, like I told you, I was just sitting at the truck tonight because my dad went out. I'm just going to let him take it from here because I haven't heard the story yet. What the hell happened out there tonight?
Well, I got out there around 7 and I got all set up.
He's pretty fired up, by the way.
Yeah, I'm jacked. It's like about 7:45.
Mm-hmm.
I had some coyotes on the right of me and coyotes in front of me on top of the hill howling at each other. It was,
yeah,
it was crazy. And
you're set up on the ground.
Yeah, I'm set up
just
on
this little fence row.
Just a little fence row of some wheat and
just weeds, basically.
Yeah, but I was fairly well set up.
Yeah, and this is that track that we read coming out of bedding, coming to those beans.
And all of a sudden I can see that about, I'd say...
You said 8:15?
8:05, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
A coyote, I can see him in front of me walking towards the direction the buck was coming from.
What we thought the bedding was, the anticipated bedding.
Yeah, and the bedding was further away.
I said that there was a chance either in that shrub or the cattails.
And that's what I was mainly...
That he was in the cattails.
Yeah, I was mainly looking in the direction that it was, and all of a sudden that deer is coming towards me right where the
track was.
Right where the track was. So I'm anticipating he's going to get there.
How
it was about 200-300 yards away.
Good buck.
Yeah, it was past the ears, and I'm just anticipating a shot.
Yeah.
And they must have met the coyote, and they're running around.
Yeah.
And they broke it off, and he headed the other way. And it's like, oh, that coyote just spoiled my f***ing day.
He's pretty fired up. That's hunt, man.
That's
exciting.
But I was waiting for it. It's like you never get it, you know? It's like,
That's hunting.
yeah, but it was eventful, that's for sure.
He's pretty fired up, so just raw emotion right here tonight. So, man, we've been close. We've been close. You just got to keep on going. Got to keep on going.
So,
Nice hunt, man. Nice
yeah.
hunt. We read it right.
Yeah.
That's the success. We did everything right. Just, you know, when you got coyotes
It
coming to
was
play.
a big buck too. It was a big body buck. And it's like, it just cuts off.
Hey folks, headed in for last evening's sit. Me and my dad are separating tonight. He's going back to that property where we glassed up those bucks. I think it was like 2 or 3 mornings ago. And I'm going into a property that I just have a good feeling about. Lots of diversity in crops. It sets up like a marsh type island. And we'll talk about it more when we get in there. Just got to that island I was wanting to get to. This is the open end of the island, as you guys can see. It's just cottonwoods down here. But at that other end, like I said, there's a soft tapering point. I want to try and get fairly close to that. It's really calm tonight, so I can't push the envelope too hard. And I think these are unpressured deer. It doesn't look like anyone's been in here yet. So we're gonna keep on pushing on back here. And we got a really good wind tonight. The wind's actually blowing towards the camera. So where the suspected bedding is, they shouldn't get my scent at all because it's in that direction. First sign of a deer, I got a bed right here. Right on the edge of this canola. That's a good start. Alright guys, this stuff is dry as a bone out here, and it's really calm. I don't think I can get much closer than 150, 125 yards here. I'm gonna go check out these trees right here. I know they're really open, but I got 4 sticks with me. I might just have to get really freaking high tonight. You know, I don't get busted that way. Maybe get on this side, use the tree to cover me going up. Maybe that clump of trees, I gotta get up there, investigate a little bit. I think we found our tree here. It's kind of one of those corkscrew ones, but it has a little bit of cover. Those back there didn't have any cover. This one at least has a cover. I'll probably get up 3 sticks high. Right up there. Well, folks, just got set up this evening. Found a tree on the island. Has a little bit of cover. Up about 3 sticks. This is a really good observation point. You can see all the different bedding patches from this, but also I have an opportunity to kill at this spot. I got suspected bedding to my east here. I got the wind blowing away from that bedding. It looks like they're working the field edge. I did see some browse down there, and they're working the other field edge, and there's actually a trail coming right down the center right at me. It looks like there's a little bit of deer. It's not totally pounded in here, but just start doing a closing interview. And a deer pops out. Freaking this hunt has been an awesome hunt. I mean, me and my dad have talked about doing a non-resident adventure type hunt out west for I don't know how many years, but we finally made it happen. It was one of his big things that he always wanted to do. In terms of the hunt, and the hunting has been absolutely freaking tremendous. We've seen a lot of deer. I mean, he had two very, very close encounters. Two close chances. What are the chances that a deer comes right to the truck 25 yards and we don't have his crossbow ready? He's got a handicap permit out here. And the other, I mean, two coyotes screwed up his other hunt. The deer was within, 150 yards to 200 yards or so. Just didn't make it happen. But just to wrap it up, absolutely incredible experience. And watch these